Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am your homegirl, Miss Ella Marie. That's me, and girl, welcome back to a new video, sis. And homeboy. But most likely this one, bro, you probably gonna head out. It's cool. If not, you can stay and watch it. We ain't like that now. But y'all, first and foremost, before we even get off into this video, congratulations to the tribe. 1,700 family members is up in this thing. Can y'all believe that? Just this time last year, we was literally under 1,000. And to figure out that we are finna double that, girl, we finna double that? Wow. It's giving something. Like, it's giving something. And I'm just like, what's going on? But yeah, y'all. So I had to come sit down with y'all and say congratulations to the tribe. Thank you for like, commenting, and subscribing. If you are new here, make sure you hit your post notification after you subscribe. Follow our social media at @EllaMarie_2times. Girl, we be over there kicking and kicking. I'm about to start going live with y'all. And girl, we're going to be doing some things. Y'all see the girl is trying to improve. Look at the little microphone, child. Girl, look at her. Look how I try to improve, girl. But yeah, so y'all already know it's nothing but growth and elevation all year long. But y'all, today we gonna come and kick it. We gonna calm it down a little bit because, girl, today been a motherfucking day. Like, baby, I'm about to turn somebody every which way but loose. You hear me? Like, for real. The girl about to... Girl, I'm finna... I'm trying not to be shackled down. Like, I'm locked up. They won't let... I'm trying not to be out here like that, y'all. So, I said, let me sit down, do my little makeup, catch a little tea, and girl, we gonna kick it. Okay? So, I'm gonna tell y'all about my day while I do my little makeup, and girl, we gonna have a little moment. Now, y'all probably see, I don't know which video gonna go up first, the vlog that I've been doing or this tutorial. So, girl, whichever one. Sis, y'all know I'm from Chicago. Y'all know I'm from Chicago. Ain't no way I was gonna leave these pallets in this store. First off, this one, girl, ain't no way Miss Girl was finna stay at this store for nobody else to come and get. That's gets her. So she got a full size mirror on her, girl. Real cute, like. Then look at these colors, y'all. Look at these colors. Baby, that is too cute. So Miss Girl was $6.99. That's a very expensive bag of chips, but I'll pay the price. Now this one, I found her first. And any hood person know the Blue Ranch Doritos and the Flaming Hots, girl, they're like mommy and daddy. They go together, okay? Why would you separate the girls? Stop playing. So I had to buy both of them. Now look at that. Girl, wasn't no way I was leaving them at the store like that. That would have been ridiculous. So those are the two that I'm going to be dibbling and dabbling in today. You know, playing around with. We're going to get started on these brows, girl. And then we're going to jump right into today's bull crap. Okay, girl, I'm back. I had to do them brows real quick up off the camera because Cheryl, ain't no way she was doing that on camera. Not with my nerves today. So, girl, today started off great. Great. I get up. I'm doing my morning routine. I goes in the bathroom. I use the bathroom. Girl, I decide, okay, I can't walk around all day with my breath smelling like back that ass up off me. So I decide to go ahead and take care of my hygiene. What does that consist of? Washing my face, brushing my teeth, doing my skincare, making sure all the nasty boogeries are out of my eye. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and handle that, girl. I did the whole routine. Let's get in the shower. Let's watch the kitty cat. Let's get started for the day. Cool. So as I'm getting ready for the day, it's about 7:30-ish. Cool, cool, cool. No issue. This is my hour. This is my time. I don't care. So let's go ahead and get started for the day. I'm getting ready for the day. Cool. I'm like, yeah, let me go up in here, wash the kitty cat, girl. I'm going to smell good, put on my little two-piece jogging set. And girl, we out to though. We finna get a day started. Now, of course, today is Friday. So girl, she wasn't doing too much. But of course, she had to handle her business first, and which I did. So I goes online, I'm checking my online information, I'm handling my business as the young entrepreneur that I am. I discovered that we finally hit 1,700 on YouTube. Woo, woo, woo. You know, I'm like, okay, cool, Shazam. The day is starting off well. So, of course, I have to make all of the announcements that I need to make so the tribe can know what we out here doing. I goes on every social media platform that we have to let everybody know that we out here doing our thug dizzle. Cool, cool, cool. No harm, no foul. Keep it pimping. So I do my thing. I go on all the social medias. So the day is proceeding on. Now, my children's dad calls me and say, hey, what you up to? I said, none, big fella, what's going on? He tells me, he said, if you not busy, I would love for you to go somewhere with me. Sorry, where you trying to take me to? So he says, I'm finna go look at a new car and I want you to go with me in case I buy the car. I can come back in the new car and you drive my current car. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. No harm, no foul, big fella. Let's do the damn thing. So he comes and picked me up, and girl, we goes to drive this new car that he is interested in. So we pull up to the location, skirt, skirt, skirt. No harm, no foul. Now, this is a janky little ass neighborhood because, of course, it's in Chicago. It's in Chicago for sure, but it's a janky ass little neighborhood. Now, if y'all know anything about Chicago, Hispanic neighborhoods, black people don't always go in. So, keep that in mind. So, girl, we pull up to this neighborhood. I'm like, okay, this is a little Hispanic area. We ain't got shit against the Hispanics, but baby, we know what goes on in Chicago. And that's the only place we can speak for. So we pull up anyway, cool. So he tell buddy like, hey, I'm outside, woo woo. So we wait a few minutes. I eventually, me, I'ma scope the scene out because like I said, we African American in a Hispanic neighborhood, girl. We not finna sit like two sitting ducks. You feel me? And he don't want to got this money for this car and all of that. So now we're not finna sit here and play delusional and Delululand. No ma'am. No ma'am. I don't care. So, girl, we looking around. I'm like, what type of car is it? So he tell me what type of car is it, girl. I see the car parked behind the house. So I'm like, okay, well, that must be the car right there. So the person who comes out the house to go and grab the car, we didn't see him. He didn't come out the house that we was parked in front of. He came out the house next door to the car. So I'm like, okay, I don't know what that's about. But at first, I didn't realize that he didn't come out that house because he could have came through the back door. But hold on. So he didn't come through the house where the car was parked at. So I see all these people starting to come out these houses right here. It's two houses. All these people start to come out these houses, girl. People got babies, laundry, suitcases, all type of stuff. Where y'all going? So, cause I'm nosy as hell. Where's y'all going? So eventually, dude pulls around the front with the car. So my kid's dead. He hops out the car. He he goes and start talking to him. So instead of me getting out the car, I climb over the seat and hop in the driver's seat because I'm not finna sit here and then something take place and girl, I can't pull off when I need to pull off. So girl, I don't know what made me feel like it had to be all that, but girl, it definitely did. So let's keep going. Now he goes up to dude. He talking, they politicking, trying to see what's going on. So he all up in the car, girl, all up under the hood, shit, all in the trunk. Girl, he everywhere looking at this car. Another Hispanic dude, he already done pulled up in front of the house before the dude pulls up with the car that he's finna buy. So it's gonna be one car that he's finna buy with a truck, and then another truck that the other Hispanic dude was in, number two. Cool. So we gonna call the one who's selling the car, we gonna call him Bruno, and we're gonna call the other one Mystery, because Mystery, I didn't know who he was, girl. So Mystery Man pulls up in his truck first, Bruno pulls up in the second truck, and then is a third car pulls up behind them, like they was politicking. The fourth car, which was the female, she was pulling stuff about the house like she was trying to get ready and go somewhere. We're not paying no attention to her, even though I'm still paying attention to her, because y'all already know females be the plant sometimes. So I'm like, all of this stuff just started going on randomly once we pull up, because at first we were sitting out there about 7 minutes before he even inboxed Buddy and let him know that he was outside, because we wanted to scope the scene first. So yeah, let's keep that in mind. So 5 to 7 minutes of us being outside and ain't nobody outside. Why y'all all coming outside now? So we pulls up. He all up under the car, like I said, woo the woo. Now at this point, I done hopped into the driver's seat. He done hopped into the driver's seat of the truck. Bruno in the passenger seat, and they finna go pull off to test drive the car. So as they finna get ready and pull off, Mystery Man pulls off with them. And I'm like, what are you pulling off of? So at that point, once I see the brake lights on the truck that he finna buy pulls off, I pull off too. Because wherever y'all going, I'm going too. Because it don't take two of y'all to take him nowhere to drive no car. That's crazy. If Bruno's selling a car, Mystery Man, where is you going? Oh, okay, so I'm going too. Now, at this point, girl, we all in this line. Now it's 3 people to test drive a car. It's 3 cars driving to test drive 1 car. So I'm like, okay, it looks like the car is running pretty well. Woo woo. So girl, at this point, we done went a couple blocks. We done went up around a corner, back around through a school parking lot, girl, back around the main street, up through the block, down the alley, and around some loopy-de-loops and loops. So I'm like, okay, this car best to be ready. We finna go up in this Cheeto pallet. So I'm like, this car best to be ready, because baby, we done went all the way around the world for this car. Y'all ready? So we pulls back up. Mystery Man done pulled off. Now that he see, because at first he was leading the way. He was in front of Bruno in the testing car, the car that's getting sold. He was in front of them. The testing car was in the middle, and I was behind. So now that Bruno done realized I'm behind them, I guess Mystery Man realized that I'm behind them too. So no, he didn't pull up by himself, because of course his car windows is tinted out. So baby, you couldn't see me up in there switching seats. No way. That's why I did it. I didn't want to get out the car. So I'm up in here switching seats, so I guess they don't realize that I'm behind them, following them. So, girl, we pulls back up to the house. They sitting up in the car for a minute, and now it's only we just gonna call him Big Fella. Yeah, now it's Big Fella and Bruno sitting up in the car. I don't know what block Mystery Man turned down, but he ends up leaving the lineup. So Mystery Man turns down the block, he gone. Bruno and them pull back up to the house. We all sitting there. So they up in the car politicking. Big Fella still checking the car. He doing all of this. So girl, he all up under the hood. He running tests on the car, all that. So I'm like, okay, cool. He making sure the title, straight, everything. So Bruno eventually signs off on the title. Now the whole time they in the car, Big Fella saying that Bruno acting like he does not speak a lick of English at all. So he asking him about the condition of the car, like, bro, do it run good? What's going on with it? Because I know it's a used car, but, what's up with it? So, girl, Bruno in this car acting like he don't even speak English. He got the phone now. He called himself translating. Woo, woo. So he like, okay, since it drove good, woo, woo, it's for a decent price. I'm going to talk you down because is a used car, and I'm not sure what's going on with it. So the amount of money that he wanted for the car, Bruno, Big Fella talked him down on the price. So it wasn't about much though. It wasn't about much. So he talks him down on the price. They agree. Boom. We finna get ready and pull off. Girl, we about 3 to 4 minutes from pulling off. Now, y'all know anything, if anybody ever bought a used car, then you know that a used car, you can clear whatever codes on this car that's making it drive funny. You can clear that off with a scanner, and it will allow the car to perform regularly until these codes or whatever this issue is needs to function properly, and it can't. That's when you're going to see the codes again, and the car is going to start performing weird. So, girl, we're about 4-5 minutes away from this house when this car starts to act a fool. Girl, we driving. I'm on the phone with Big Fella. I'm like, congratulations, big dog. You got you another wheel. Ooh, you finna be riding. I'm happy. Cool, cool, cool. Girl, I'm wondering why this dude why he on the phone acting weird. So I'm like, Big Fella, what's wrong? He like, something ain't right. Now, if y'all know anything about Big Fella, he can work on the car, baby. He can work on the car. That's one that gonna keep a whip. You hear me? So he like, something ain't right. I'm like, something ain't right. He like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, what you wanna do? So he keeps driving. Girl, now at this point, we about 7 minutes from the house driving. And girl, he realized that the car check engine light that came on. The check engine light is on, girl. This thing is shaking like a tractor. Child, it is shaking. It is putting. It don't want to accelerate, girl. It's just acting like a bucket. Like literally, this car just drove about 5 to 6 blocks with no problem. Because he was hitting the gas. I was right behind him, so I knew when he speeded up. Girl, he was hitting the gas and everything. This car drove fine. Girl, once he put that money in Buddy hand and drove this car down the street, oh, baby, this car started shaking like a damn tractor. And Big Fella is pissed. He is blue. Now, y'all know, I know this man like the back of my hand, baby. He is pissed off. He like, what the fuck he done sold me? What the fuck he done sold me? So, girl, he's just upset at this point. So I'm like, oh shit, what is about to go down, girl? I'm over here nervous in a motherfucker for Bruno, because I'm like, Bruno, whatever you done did, sir, please undo it. Please undo it before shit goes left. Now, girl, he tells me, he said, pull over right here at this bank, and I'm about to inbox him back. Well, I'm about to message him back and let him know that this car is not performing right. So I'm assuming that they were like talking on a website or something, because he said that Bruno started to delete all the messages. And I'm like, what the fuck? So, girl, luckily when we got ready to pull off after he bought the car, I took a picture of the house address. Like, I took a picture of the house. And then I took a picture of the street sign. So I'm like, oh my goodness, what the fuck is going on here? So, girl, he said that Bruno is starting to delete the messages off the app, like he wasn't talking to him and all of this shit. So now big fella is getting even more blue, because he like, if he think he finna run off with my money, he's a motherfucking fool. So I'm like, oh shit. So, girl, he puts the address back into the GPS, and we got shaky, baby, and we finna pull back the fuck up. Girl, we on our way back to this house. Now, when we pull up, nobody's outside. Remember, I told y'all 32 people just came out this door when he was about to sell this car. The girl who came out with the clothes and a suitcase and a baby and all that shit, she's gone. She's completely gone. Her car is gone. She's not loading shit in there no more. She gone in the wind. I don't see the sign of the baby. I don't see no sippy cup. I don't see no Cheetos on the ground. I don't see shit. So I'm like, girl, I'm looking at big fella, because I know he's blue. I could feel the heat off of him. Because, girl, he done pulled up and he done parked this car right in front of their house. And he done hopped in a car with me. So now he's in the passenger seat. I'm in the driver's seat. And he's ready to clutch that thing, baby. He is ready. So I'm like, oh shit, I need to figure out something quick. So he like, blow the horn. So I do it so. I blows the horn. He like, stomp on that motherfucker. Like, literally, blow the horn. So, girl, I'm out there in the middle of the street, blowing this horn down. Nobody is coming to this door. Nobody is peeping out the window or nothing. And I knew he knew we was coming, because, like I said, big fella done inboxed him back or messaged him back and told him, like, this car is a fucking lemon and I want my money back. So he definitely knew that we were coming. Girl, ain't nobody tried to be outside or nothing. So big fella ready to get out the car, girl. He is ready to get out the car and go knock on the door. So I'm telling big fella, like, no, don't get out the car. You know, because if you go up to their door and you aggressive, they can do anything legally. And like I said, this is not the type of neighborhood that we are usually in. So let's think logically. All this man see is red. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So, girl, I decides to call 12. 12 trying to give us the runaround on the phone about the situation, because I had to break the situation down to her and let her know that this one no like violent situation. It was pretty much somebody trying to scam us. So she was like, usually you will make a police report for a situation like that and all of this. So I'm like, girl, this been about 10 minutes. We don't have time for that. Like, send an officer and we gonna dispute the situation with an officer. So, girl, she trying to give us the runaround. So a couple minutes passed. No officer shows up. So now Big Buddy is blue. He is ready to go, girl. So I'm like, oh my goodness. Calm down, calm down, calm down. So, girl, I end up calling 12 back again. Now, I got to go a whole different route because they think we playing. So, I tell them, I dispatch them to the address, and I tell them that it's a situation going on with a black male and a Hispanic male, and it seems to be getting physical. Like they're out there arguing and everything. So they asked me what the description of the person was and all this. So of course, I tell them the description of Bruno. I'm not going to tell you the description of my kid's father. You're crazy. So I tell them what Bruno got on head to toe. And I tell them that big fella got on a blue shirt, even though he had on all black. I said blue shirt and blue jeans. So they're like, okay, we're going to have an officer out there. Girl, when I tell you it took so long, it felt like it took so long for these officers to show up. It was ridiculous. We sat out there about another 20 minutes before our officer came to this location. So I said, Chicago Police Department, what are you here for? So at this point, I decide to leave the truck here, the lemon, and we're going to pull off, go around the corner, and sit through the alley and sit at the end of the block. Now, at this point, this is when we discovered that the house Bruno came out of had to have been the house next door because the house where the truck was parked at was vacant. The only thing they had in the front was curtains, which made the house look like it could have had somebody living there. But when you go around the back, it was boarded up. So I'm like, oh, he's so sneaky. So cool. So we goes around the alley. We parks in the at the corner of the block. Now at this point, we sitting here about maybe 5 minutes, and we see Chicago Police Department coming down the street. So as they bypass us sitting in the alleyway, we come out the alley and follow them back down the street. So now they going to the end of the block where the house address is. Okay, cool. So once they get there, we are right behind them. But girl, guess who coming out the door? Walking up to the truck. Mr. Bruno. Girl, he is coming out the door, walking up to the truck like he was finna get in a car and just say fuck the whole situation. So me and big fella, we acting like we Bonnie and Clyde, because we truly is, girl, when it comes to certain stuff. We act like we Bonnie and Clyde, girl. I'm finna cut the police off in the street so they don't pull off. And then before I could even do that, big fella done already jumped out the car, girl, while it's moving. I'm still driving the car. He done opened the door and he's jumping out the car, girl, walking up on Bruno. So now that Bruno see big fella right here and the police right here, girl, he instantly comes out his pocket with the money. The money is still in a ball like how big fella gave it to him and everything. So girl, he comes out his pocket with the money. So big fella snatches the money out his hand, girl, like snatch the money out his hand. And at this point, he over here acting like he can't speak English. And the police is like, they get out the car, it's 2 black officers. So they get out the car, they tell a big fella like, you're on video and audio, woo, woo. So big fella like, where the fuck is my money at? And stop playing with people. You can't play with people like that. So girl, he give him the 3rd degree. He all up in Bruno's face. So Once he gets the money, once Bruno hand him the money, where he's standing there counting his money, he like, every motherfucking dollar better be here. Every motherfucking dollar better be here. So, girl, he got the money in his hand and he's just literally counting money. He like, every motherfucking dollar better be here. Count the money up real quick. Every motherfucking dollar. So I'm like, okay, calm down. Because see, now I done got out the car too because I'm nosy Rosie. So, girl, I gets out the car. I'm walking up to him. I'm like, bro, you petty as hell. Like, you are petty. So, girl, the officer's just standing there looking like, we're not about to get in this because clearly you done met the wrong person today. So, girl, big fella is blue, child. He is blue. So after he get his money, Bruno just standing there like, he didn't do no wrong. Like, literally. The look on this man's face, you would have wanted to fight him just by how he was looking. So, he gonna try to tell the officer, both of the men officer was just standing there looking at him, shaking his head. So, girl, he gonna try to tell the officers, speak no English, no Espanol. Asking the officers, do they speak Spanish? What do you need somebody to speak Spanish for? You have no case. Sir, you're wrong. You are wrong. What do you need translation about? And you know you was wrong because you came out your pocket too fast with that money. You had literally deleted the post, deleted the conversation, and everything. You was trying to get away with this man money. And he thought by him clearing those codes out, and the car driving for that distance that it drove, he literally thought that he was in the green, like it was a go. The car wasn't gonna act crazy until Big Buddy got the car home, and then it wouldn't have been no trace of him selling the car to him. You could tell that's what it was. So at this point, we get in the car, we pulls off. The police is still standing there talking to Bruno about whatever. So now at this point, before we pulls off, I tell Bruno like, bro, you bogus. And you can't do people like that because that's a dangerous game. Like literally, that is a dangerous game to play with somebody's money. And I'm talking about that hundreds and thousands of dollars. You can't play those type of games in Chicago, baby. Like you really can't play those games nowhere. But girl, definitely not in Chicago. So Bruno just standing there looking like he don't know what I'm talking about. So big fella like, man, fuck that nigga. Come on, let's go. Fuck that nigga. So girl, I gets in the car because child, I'm listening. I am listening. So girl, I gets in the car. Like I said, we pulls off. The police still standing there talking to Bruno, and we going on about our business. So now big fella is in the car, and girl, he's lit up. He is lit up, rightfully so. So I'm like, okay, we driving home. He's like, I can't believe this shit. I can't fucking believe this shit. Like, how the fuck dare you play with me like that? I can't believe this shit. So he just lit to the max. So I'm just letting him bend it out, girl. Now he like trying to buy me food to since I went with him and all that shit. So cool. Now we pulls back up to my house. The day proceeds on. Boom. Now, when I goes to pick up my son from school, girl. Cause see, it ain't done yet, child. The day ain't done yet. So I goes to pick up my son from school, and girl, a little kid. Now my oldest son, he's a social butterfly. To a certain extent. He knows the people that he wants to know, and the people that he don't want to know, he keep his distance, which I can completely respect. Now, this little boy walks up to me that knows my oldest son, but is my younger son friend. So my oldest son, he knows my oldest son, but he is my second oldest son friend. Now at this point, he walks up to me. He says, "Are you Whoop the Whoop's mom?" I said, "Yeah. Hey baby, how you doing?" because I'm so used to them, on different sports stuff. And the guy's walking up to me speaking. So I'm like, yeah, baby, hey, how you doing? He says, right off the back, uh, your son teacher, we're gonna call her Miss Attitude. Miss Attitude is always picking on your son. So I'm like, what? He said, yes, she is always bullying him. This is the words that the child used that I've never seen before. So I'm like, huh? Need to remind you, I don't know this child, so I'm just taking his word as a grain of salt because I don't know him. So I waited till my son walked up. My son acknowledged that this is his homeboy. He tells him what up. So at that point, I asked my son about it to confirm. So my son like, yeah, I've been having some trouble with her. She been yelling at me and stuff every day at school. So she's been yelling at me every day at school. And so he's like, yeah, she's been yelling at me every day, Mom. And I recently just lost all of my recess privileges for the entire school year. So, of course, I'm like, what? The entire school year. Now, I need to remind you, my son is a great kid. Now, I'm not just saying that because I'm his mom, but he is one of the most responsible young males that I have seen in a long time. And quite frankly, they don't make him like him. I'm like, why would he lose all of his privileges for all year when he's a 4.0 student? On top of the fact that he's in several after school programs. Then, on top of that, he has no disciplinary problems that has required him to be in school suspension, out of school suspension, detention, none of that. So, you haven't reached out to his household about anything. So, what has made him be punished to this length? So, I'm like, okay. So, I'm like, where is your teacher? So, I goes over to his section of the parking lot where she delivers her class to the parents. So I see her standing in a group of what I presume to be other teachers. So of course, I politely wait. Now she acts as though she doesn't see me waiting. She continues to talk. So another two women that were standing in the group, because it was about five of them that were standing in the group, turn around and acknowledge me. They immediately say, hey, how you doing, Mom? Can we help you with anything? So I'm like, yeah, I'm waiting till Miss Attitude is done and I wanted to speak with her. Okay, so they immediately turns back around, tell Miss Attitude, hey, you have a parent here that would like to speak to you. So after they acknowledge my presence and tell her to come and acknowledge the parent, she comes through the crowd of people. First, before she ends her conversation, she reaches over to her left hand side, and the person that she was standing there talking to, she tells them something in a whisper. So, of course, as a very protective mama bear, I'm reading the environment. I'm reading the energy. What did you need to tell this person that led to a snicker and for you to approach me so nonchalantly? Now, when she walks up to me, I asked her, I said, hi, how are you? I was coming to see if you've had any problems with my son. Is he having behavior issues or what? She immediately says, no, he hasn't had any behavior issues in my class. I'm not sure what's going on. So I said, well, he has been coming home for at least the past 2 weeks, uh, stating that he has been getting disciplined for having issues in your classroom. So she immediately goes back to the recess situation. So she says, yeah, you inboxed me on the app and told me about the recess thing. And I've inboxed the dean of students and told him, and he's supposed to reach out to you. I said, in which he hasn't done so. And now, not only is my son complaining about the treatment, but another student just came up to me and made me aware of the treatment as well. So she said, another student? I said, yeah, another student whom I don't know just walked up to me and informed me of how my child is being treated in your classroom individually by you. Oh no, that isn't possible. I don't know what's being told. I don't know what's going on. So, of course, y'all already know. If you don't know, you know now. I have a very, very severe case of resting bitch face. And it will look like I'm about to wipe out a whole country of people. And I guess that since my facial expression was so sinister and dramatic, the teachers who addressed me at first decided that they needed to intervene into the matter. So as I'm standing here talking to his teacher, of course, I can tell when someone is lying to me. I can tell. The family that I've came from has given me that gift so greatly. And I can tell when someone is trying to fabricate a story for their best interests. And now at this point, I'm becoming a little amped. I'm getting a little heated. And so my son teacher from last year was there. So he walks up to me. He says, Mom, calm down. Let's just talk X, Y, and Z. So I remind him that not only do you know how I am raising my children, but you have encountered me before. And you know for a fact that I'm not that parent. So, as we sitting here talking about this, and girl, he's trying to calm me down, but he's stumbling all over his words. He's coming up close to me, trying to, give me that doctor concern. You know how you just try to calm somebody down, you all up in their personal space, don't know you putting yourself in danger. Girl, he doing all of the things. So I tell him, I look him square dead in his eye. Square dead in his eye. You know me and you know their father. So if you had any issue or any teacher has any issue with my children, of course, I'm going to support any appropriate disciplinary action that you enforce in your classroom. But when it goes from being appropriate to inappropriate, and now you're treating my child as though he's your child, and you're becoming hostile or aggressive with my child, oh, you're going to see another side of me, because how dare you? So, one of the two ladies from the beginning is standing there listening to how I'm speaking and what I'm saying to him. And you could tell by the nodding in her head in the eye contact she's making, she's agreeing exactly with me. So she's like, yeah, I definitely see where she's coming from. So at this point, the first lady has taken the teacher off into La La Land. I don't know where she done went or whatever the case may be. But I did find it strange that if I came up to her and approached her in a very nice manner, despite what my face may have looked like, y'all don't know me, so y'all can't control my facial expression. So if I done came up to her to talk to her or ask about what's going on with my child, I find it quite strange that you would allow another teacher to intervene on a conflict with a parent that could have rung a resolution to a problem that you're having in your classroom. So, with that being said, I noted that. So, if you have no problem with my kid, then why is my kid consistently being disciplined? Makes no sense. At that point, one of the administrators of the school comes over and she's speaking to me and she's like, Mom, calm down. I want to get to the bottom of this. Let's talk. Let's find out what's going on. So I'm like, I'm tired of coming up here to this school where my children are being mishandled and I'm trying to conduct myself in a very appropriate, age appropriate, and professional manner, and y'all are sweeping it under the rug and acting if though nothing has happened. But the moment that a person gets aggressive or display any ounce of ghetto, now, now it's time for you to move and act. That's crazy to me. So I let her know anything that we discuss needs to be done in writing. Because now I have to protect myself against the fraudulent and the scam like behavior that y'all got going on. And the fact that we pay a tuition for them to attend this school and y'all treating them like this is a damn public school for free is absurd to me. They could have stayed in a wrinkly dinky ass motherfucking raggedy school if that was the point. I don't have time for this type of shit. So I'm over here talking to this woman back and forth, conversing. And girl, she's over here acting like she like, yeah, she ain't playing with our ass at this point. Because I told her I'm up here damn near every day. I'm definitely here every day to pick them up from school. So if anything was going on in her classroom, she could have made it her business to reach out to me, especially if it's a continuous thing that you trying to get under control. And we made it very clear when their dad and I went to parent teacher conference, we made it very clear to every teacher that we are very hands-on parents. You don't have to hide or duck and dodge anything from us. If our kids are acting a certain type of way, you contact us and you let us know. Because if you cannot get them under control in the classroom on your own, then we're going to have to reinforce something at home to make sure that they are understood when it comes to the expectations of the classroom. We have to help each other. If the teacher has a problem, of course, I'm going to redirect my child and reinforce whatever disciplinary action that the teacher is setting or whatever expectation she has for her classroom, because I'm not sending them there to play or bullshit around. So if it was an issue, you should have reached the fuck out. Not come up to my son all up in his face acting like he's not a 10-year-old child. That's what we're not going to do. So, girl, at this point, I'm over here just talking to the damn administrator lady. And she is trying to get me to, you know, calm down pretty much, even though I'm calm as I'm going to get in this situation. So I let her know what I let her know, and we goes on from there. So I am blue. I am heated because the fact that another child felt the need to come up to me and let me know how my son is being treated in his opinion, and you try to tell me that this child is lying on you, and the fact that we done had situations prior to this that has raised a red flag to me on how you conduct yourself, there's no way in hell I'm going to believe you over this child. This child don't even know me. Didn't even know if I was his mama or not. He had to come up and ask because he seen my oldest son. So he like, okay, well, this grown ass lady, she looked like she could be his mama too, and this his brother, so it got to be his mama. So I'm gonna go and ask still. So for this child to come up to me and introduce himself, hey, my name is so and so and so and so. Are you Christian's mom? Or I'm like, yeah. Oh well, Miss Attitude is always bullying your son. Those are the words that he used. And I'm like, bullying him? And he's like, yeah. She gets up in his face and loud talk him, like yells at him. And so in the back of my mind, I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. This corresponds with what my son has been coming home saying about her not knowing how to talk to the children in their classroom. She knows only one way to communicate, and that is to yell at them. And so I'm like, okay, so let's get to the bottom of this. Because one thing I'm going to do, I don't tolerate no bullshit from my kids, but I don't tolerate no bullshit from no adult neither. You damn skippy that. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe she don't forgot that she's a fucking adult, and it's a certain way as an adult that you have to conduct yourself. So let me go and remind her what another adult is, and let's see how this is going to translate coming from an adult, because when you're yelling at a kid, you feel so empowered. But the moment the big person who carried that kid shows up, you realize that you're not as powerful as you thought you were. So let's go over here and do this moment of realization real quick. And let's come to this revelation that some of us saved people got a little Peter in us. Okay? Yeah. Let's go ahead. So I goes over, and girl, this whole little split dig just transpire. And I'm like, this lady is ridiculous to me. Like, you're a clown. You're a full clown. And considering the fact that my baby is one of the biggest students that she have, like he's a big guy. And considering the fact that he's one of the biggest students in your classroom, and you're addressing him like he's a fucking adult and not a child, or like a child. Oh, bitch, who you thought she was playing with? Who you thought you was playing with? Now, Mama Bear then came out of hibernation. And baby, I'm ready to take your ass to the forest. And we gonna be out here in the wilderness. And you gonna figure out that you don't touch a fucking bear's cubs. And you don't play when it comes to a fucking real mother and her children. That's what you're going to find out today. Because I don't care how the fuck you conduct yourself with your kids. But with my child and it being left in your care, oh, bitch, you better change all the motherfucking norm that you think you know. Because you're going to fuck around and meet your match. That's what's going to happen. And I don't play about my kids, y'all. I really the fuck don't. Because it's too many people out here allow their kids to get done any type of way. And considering the fact that I'm a mother, a black mother who has all black sons in 2024, there's no way in hell I'm allowing you to treat them any type of fucking way. And oh hell no, you're not gonna overly discipline them because they coming from a male dominant household. Hell no, you're not gonna over discipline them. You're not gonna talk down to them. You're not gonna diminish their character. You're not gonna do none of that shit. Hell no, you gonna treat them accordingly. You gonna treat them how you would want someone to treat your black son. So bitch, don't play with mine. Huh. That's for damn sure. Don't play with mine. Cause this shit could go a whole different way. And remember that your ass is a human being before all of this motherfucking title and all of this shit happens. Bet your ass on that, Miss Girl. So I'm like, yeah, let me go ahead and get the fuck on out of this parking lot before I grab this bitch and turn her every which way but loose. Okay? And Miss E ain't had a scuffle in a long time. It ain't been too long, but it been a long time. And I ain't trying to, girl, no. I'm too damn old to be sitting up in somebody's cell singing Akon talking about I'm locked up and they won't let me out. Girl, I'm too damn old for that. And I don't like to conduct myself any type of way in front of my kids because they get impressions of shit. And like my kids know for a fact that when they call mama and there's some shit going on, oh, mama gonna handle that shit. But we gonna conduct ourselves like grown women too. You see what I'm saying? And because I expect for them to conduct themselves like young black men. So I'm gonna conduct myself like a well-educated black woman when I'm handling business. But the moment that you act like that shit haven't been translated correctly to you and you just too oblivious to understand, or bitch, you too righteous in your ways. Oh, oh, yeah, bitch, it's gonna go from Ella to E real quick. And you gonna realize why the fuck I seek God and change my life. You gonna realize that shit quickly. Because even with the stare down, you can play with your own child, but you ain't gonna play with mine. And I feel sorry for kids who parents don't give a fuck enough to come to their aid and defense. And these people that we deem professional in society have trauma and scars and wounds and shit that they haven't even healed from their own traumatic ass childhood. And of course, we're leaving these kids in the care of these people every fucking day. And damaged people damage people. Point blank, period. And you're not finna damage mine, baby. Hell no. If I'm doing everything in my motherfucking power at this household to make sure that they are well taken care of and they are whole, healthy, educated, wholehearted, strong, independent, and righteous black men, oh, bitch, you think you finna come up in here and tell them what the fuck I'm bleeding, sweating, and tears doing? You crazy as fuck. Because, girl, I don't even let my own family come to my house and do certain shit or say certain shit around my kids. I don't even allow their family on their father's side to be influences of any type of negativity or anything around them to protect them. No, I don't try to shield them from every little thing because they are going to have to experience shit and build up endurance. But oh, bitch, I'm not going to allow you to tear my child down. That's what we're not going to do. We have enough broke fucking black men in this society, period. And you ain't finna take these six and do anything. And y'all, I have experienced so much warfare when it comes to being their mom. It's like the way that they conduct themselves, y'all. And look, let me tell you something. My kids are by far from being perfect. But I know children. And I know how children conduct themselves when they come from well-rounded and whole households. Because being a child that came from a broken household with a lot of toxic bullshit going on, oh, I can tell the difference. It's like people be like, they look at us like we are on a fucking display when we outside just off the way that they speak. the manners that they have, the mannerisms that they carry, the character that they display. It's like we're on fucking display all the time. Like my children are raised that no woman is going to touch a door in your presence. So when we go somewhere and they hold a door for women, people look at them if though that shit is abnormal. That's crazy to me. When they use manners and they conduct themselves correctly in public places, people act like that shit is foreign. Like it has never been seen before. And like, where did these kids come from? Like, let's do something to humble them. Like, people flaws and insecurities and motherfucking damage and bullshit comes out when they are around us. And God, people gotta like, we carry an aura to us that motherfuckers can't stand. And that's all right. You cannot stand it all you want to, but you better make sure your ass come correctly. Now, I tend, since I'm in this healing stage and I'm getting my life together, I have definitely turned my cheek on a lot of things, and I have taken peace as my route. But when it comes to my babies repeatedly, I'm still learning how to calm it down, okay? Because if I have addressed you several times appropriately, and for whatever reason it wasn't translated correctly, and you feel as though you're gonna play with my child, then I have to talk to you in a language that's going to be beneficial and understanding for both of us. Because although my kids know nothing about it, oh bitch, I've been a part of them tracks for a long motherfucking time. You hear me? Yeah, I don't play them type of games. And if that's what you want to do, so yeah, if push kind of shove, we could take it there. I would prefer not to, honestly. I would prefer not to. I would prefer for us to act like civilized beings and not go back to some shit like that, because I'm trying to outrun that version of myself. I had to come home and regroup. And then the crazy part is when I get home, I'm thinking, okay, let me calm down. I done went got dinner, girl. We gonna chill out. I'll make it to my house and realize that one of my raggedy ass, dirty ass, bald head ass, groupie neck ass, big ninja and turtle, big back ass motherfucking neighbors done stole my package off my porch. The package was scheduled to be delivered between 2 and 5. Amazon done put the package on the porch, took a picture of it. It notified my phone that the package was here. I come home. My porch is bare buck ass naked. No package. So I had to come in the house, have my kids to fix themselves some quick little sandwiches for lunch, wash their hands, put their book bags and shit down. I'm like, today is Friday. Y'all are free. If you want to take care of your homework, you can take care of it. If not, chill out, play the game, do whatever it is that your heart is going to desire. And baby, we are going to detach from the world right now, because baby, mama trying to hold on to her freedom and her sanity all at one time. Because I'm just like, what type of fucking Friday is this? What type of Friday is this, girl? I done literally hit 1,700 on YouTube, almost to 700 on Instagram. Make sure y'all go follow us on Instagram at ellamarie_2 times. We climbing on TikTok as well. We could be doing a little bit better, but I'm not as consistent on TikTok, so I see why the growth is stagnant, and which I'm going to start getting more consistent on TikTok also. But girl, I'm over here trying to get my life together. And girl, we have all of this growth and expansion and elevation. And these demonic entities is trying to sabotage the girl. But you know, they said when your future tells you that it's almost ready, your past keep calling you. And girl, my past think it's gonna keep picking up the phone, dialing my number, and having me to whoop somebody ass. Nope, I'm all right. So I've been trying to get a new phone number. So yeah, that's what that looks like. And y'all, we're gonna get back into um our Dear Diary series real soon. Um, I've been on a lot of self development, trying to get myself together spiritually and mentally, emotionally. I got a lot of stuff that, still going on, but I noticed that I am completely in a different headspace. So I will be able to speak on that really soon. I'm just waiting for God to give me the revelation behind it. And we're going to go from there. Uh, I may actually touch bases on it sooner than later, just so I can go back and compare the notes and, you know, reveal the full process, the full transformation for anybody that may be going through it or recovering from it or whatever the case may be. But yeah, we're gonna get into that real soon. All right, and I'm gonna finish my lip and stuff off camera. I'll be back to y'all with the finished product, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all in my next video. And girl, thank you for coming to Kiki with me, light my spirit, and lift my load, y'all. I truly appreciate you guys. And once again, congratulations to the tribe for making it to 1,700 family members, guys. This is not a regular YouTube platform, baby. The ambitions that I have for this channel and this sisterhood or this family is going to be amazing. I heard what God told me last year at the beginning of the year, and I'm trying to walk in obedience despite whatever the devil is throwing towards me, whatever warfare that I'm experiencing. I'm holding on to what He told me, and I'm not letting anything go for granted. So, like I said, thank you guys for making it to 1,700. Stay bright, stay beautiful, and stay loving, y'all. And make sure you are putting out good and loving, positive atmospheres all around you, wherever you go. Be that light that you always want to see when you leave out your door. I love you guys, and I'll be back to show y'all the finished product.